Hello. Hopefully you can all hear me okay. Always a downside to not having anyone else on the live is I don't know if the audio is working, so hopefully you can all hear me. Welcome to the live feed. So this is a live feed for the draw for the 3 Vokey Wedges fitted by me and then 18 holes with me at Ashbury. And it's also a little Q&A that I've put out on Twitter and Instagram. So I've got a few questions in. But if anyone wants to ask any questions, then feel free to use the chat. I'll bring the question in and answer it as best as I can. This week on the channel, hopefully you've enjoyed the content that's been going out. Bit of an indifferent week, but it was nice to get James Wiltshire down this week. He needed some gapping for his club, so I reached out to him and said, look, come down, use the facilities, and he was kind enough to have a little go at my darts challenge. So it was great to see James come down. And think that at some point he will come down again once we open, and we may even get out around Ashbury if we can. Cheers, Nicholas. Thanks. Glad you're loving the videos. So I've got a little, I don't like using the word announcement, but with these draws, it kind of annoys me a little bit of using a third party because I have to up the tickets to cover the costs of what they're charging, basically. So I think about 11% of what's going in is actually going to PayPal, the card machine, and the Buy Me a Coffee. So today I have knocked up the world's quickest website in order to be able to do these draws. So I'll put the website link down at the bottom, and it is in the link in the description as well, to be able to do these draws. So hopefully I can reduce the number of tickets needed because there won't be as much going out, if that makes sense. So I've knocked up a quick website, and that's what it'll be used for. It's really, really simple. We'll add it now. It's leewhitakergolf.com. Really imaginative. But on there, I have put a new prize draw, and this is what I've called the ultimate prize. So on there, and it takes as long as it takes to run. Basically, there's no immediate rush for it to go within a week, but it is the ultimate prize. It is a complete bag fitted by me and 18 holes with me at Ashbury, including an overnight stay at Ashbury or a local hotel. So you will win, and it's from Callaway. My choice, I chose to use Callaway. You'll win a driver, a fairway wood, a hybrid, 5 to pitching wedge in the irons of your choice, except the Epic Forged, because they are ridiculously priced. They're just like super expensive. 3 wedges, either Jaws or the CBs, whichever ones you want, an Odyssey putter, and an Epic Staff stand bag. That will be a prize. There's 175 tickets, and it's £20 a ticket. But that includes, you'll come down on day 1, get fit by me for it all, or we may split it into 2 days, depending on your type of stamina, basically, because I don't really like fitting in a day. So we may fit in the morning, go and play 18 holes in the afternoon. Then you'll have your one night stay, whether it's at Ashbury or in a hotel. And then on day 2, we'll either finish the fitting or we'll go out and play 18 holes. So that will be a prize for somebody. Somebody for possibly one £20 ticket will win in excess of £3,000 worth of clubs and a bit of a stay. So it's worth doing, but there's no rush for that to go. It's just one of those things I wanted to get out there and have a chance for people to win. So yeah, if you've got any questions, please put them up in the chat. But I'll bring a couple of questions in that were sent in. Didn't have many this time, which is fine, but I'll bring a couple of questions in. So the first question is, do you think golfers should have 2 sets of wedges, summer and winter? Ideally, I suppose it could be an option, because in winter there is ground softer. You arguably need more bounce on the club. And then if you've got a lot of bounce on your club in the summer and it turns into a really firm ground, then the club is just going to literally bounce off the turf and thin it. So arguably and ideally, possibly yes. But what I would say is get fitted for both if you're going to do it in the conditions you're going to play in, so you get the best of what you can do. Or arguably you can just go for sort of mid-grind, mid-bounces, the everyday wedge, and kind of that will work best for both worlds, because buying 2 sets of wedges is going to be mega expensive. Like, you're talking like £450 a set if you do the 3 wedge game. To have 6 wedges is a little bit excessive and a little bit expensive, but I suppose in the most perfect ideal world, absolutely. I think it's probably a good idea. Just to say on tonight's draw, so just to bring the wheel in, the wheel is there. You'll notice there's this white thing going around. That is a picture of my logo. So if that is landed on, so there'll be 2 spins basically. If on either spin, if it lands on it, then you'll get a goodie bag with your prize. So if it comes in on the first spin, then you get the goodie bag, and then the winner is the second spin. If the name comes on the first spin, we'll spin again, and if it lands on that logo, then you'll get a goodie bag. It's just something I wanted to chuck in and add in as a sort of like a thank you for supporting these draws. It does mean the world to me and does help me out. Right, next question then. It's probably a good one while we're just talking about competitions and these. How much money do you make on these comps? Are the clubs paid for or freebies? They are 100% paid for by me. Nothing free. I don't get anything free from the manufacturers. It's not me getting something free or I've won something and I'm trying to cash in on it. The money I make from it is exactly what I would make if you came down and bought the club, basically. I take nothing extra, only that. Anything extra that is on top of the club is put into that draw, which is what I said on my video or the live feed for December, to add prizes for December. Completely transparent. I'm not in it to try and make extra money to fund a hotel or fund a home in Spain. The only money I make is what I would do is if you came in and bought the club for me. If I do get anything free from the manufacturers, it will be a giveaway, a literal giveaway. No tickets or prizes or anything like that. It'll be completely given away. But yeah, I do obviously make money from this, from the sale of the golf club, but it's no more than I would make if you came in and bought it, basically. Question, 6,000 subs yet, Lee? No, I need 11. I need 11 to get to 6,000. So on the normal basis, it could possibly happen tonight, but probably happen tomorrow. But to even get near 6,000 when I started this is like massive. I've had a bit of a boost, obviously being on Dan's channel. I appreciate that. But to get to 6,000 and people actually enjoying the content I'm putting out and not just subbing because I'm on Dan's channel, I think that's the main one. I'd rather gain my subs organically, people who like the channel and follow the channel properly, than people who just sub for the sake of subbing because somebody's told them to sub, if that makes sense. So closing in on 6,000, but before I went live, I was at 5,989. So I need 11. Next question then. Bit of a random one. Toast or fried bread on a fry up? Random, but I'll answer it. Toast for me. I don't really like fried bread. It's minging. No, I like toast, and I like to use it to mop my beans up and all the juice from everything that's been on there at the end of it. So yeah, 100% toast. Another question, and I don't know if this is one I could possibly answer. Let's bring in a question from the chat. Lee, are you going to be doing less vlogs on Dan's now you're at Ashbury? It's difficult to say. My commitments have changed a little bit. So I would assume yes, but I don't plan on stopping fully, if that makes sense. I still, I'll be meeting up with Dan to do more reviews. When the courses are open, I'll still get involved in course vlogs. It's just, I don't know if I'll do as many as I used to because of my commitments at Ashbury. When I was in Plymouth and I had my own shop, I could close it whenever I wanted. I could come and go as I pleased. And now I'm at Ashbury, I have a commitment to them. So yes, probably going to be doing less, but I'm not going to be going away from it. And that's something that I think people thought last time I was live, I said, I'm taking a step back from Dan's channel. It's not I'm taking a step back as in I'm going and we've fallen out or anything like that. That's not the case. It's just a case of I may not be on as much as I used to be on purely because of commitments and like diaries. It's like when Dan might be off to be able to go and film a course vlog, I may have commitments at Ashbury and vice versa. But we are planning to try and coincide the diaries to match up a little bit or plan ahead so I can book out my time at Ashbury to be able to still film with Dan and do the course vlogs and travel and all that. I don't plan on changing. But I suppose a lot of it's down to Dan as well. If I keep letting him down, so to speak, then he may look elsewhere. There'd be no grudge there. We're still mates. I'm still mates with him, Lester, Paul, and Wilbur, and I'll get on when I can. But it's a difficult one until everything opens and we know what we're doing. Don't know is the honest answer. Another question: have all the new releases arrived at Ashbury yet? But it's like Christmas every day. Not yet. I've had everything bar Ping is coming in on the 23rd. So yeah, that'll be like Christmas, and then TaylorMade is due in sometime in April. The fitting kit will arrive beginning of April, I think. But yeah, it's good because obviously I get to play and test all these new equipment. But it's bad because I have no idea what I'm going to put in my bag. I literally need 15 bags or one every day, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm going to play this year. I've got an idea. But I don't know. I think driver-wise, I need to take it out on course. And as soon as the course opens, then I'll be doing some on-course testing with the Cleveland driver. And at the moment, there's the Epic Speed and the TSI 3 are contenders as well to go in the bag. But I need to test them out on course. And then irons-wise, at the moment, the ZX5 is winning to go in the bag. But then I've not tested the Pings and I've not tested the TaylorMade yet. Or the T100s are an option, but they've not come in. So I don't know. I literally don't know. It's every day's a Christmas day at Ashbury at the moment, unfortunately. Another question from the chat: any plans to attend Dan's coaching tours in Spain? No. It would be an expense to the travel company sending them out there for me to go out there with no benefit, because I'm not a coach. I'm not qualified as a coach. I've never been qualified as a coach. So it would just be an expense for them to send me out, for me to pretty much just have a holiday in Spain. So no, I don't plan to do the coaching tours in Spain unless there becomes filming opportunities. And because Dan and everything are working and coaching, they need a cameraman and it becomes financially viable, possibly. But the plans are not to go out and do Spain, which is fine. It is what it is. It would be pointless me going out. Another question: hi Lee, if you were a betting man, how close do you think you could ever get to scratch? Looking forward to seeing that journey continue this year once the course is open again. I think it's easier now the World Handicap systems come in, because over a 2-year period, I think, if I've worked it out, I'd need 8 rounds of even par. And I think I've got the ability to do it if I switch this on, possibly leave driver at home, unless I can get it working. So I think I can get close, because it's certainly easier than it was under Kongu. At Kongu, you get down to cap 1, and then you'd only go down 0.1 a time. So you're looking at years of consistent scoring, whereas with the World Handicap system, from what I can make out, I really only need 8 good rounds out of 20 over a 2-year period to get down there. So I'd like to be, by the end of 2021, into single figures, and I'd like to get that driver reined in and working and just playing the game a little bit. And I've started to realise, and I know people have been saying in the comments for ages, stop lashing at it, stop trying to whack it and all this lot. And I'm starting to realise that I can comfortably hit fairways about 270 to 280. And if I need to get one out there, I can. And I think that will only come out on the 59 vlogs, where I will bring out the Epic Max LS, put it as low spinning as possible, because I don't need to hit fairways when we're doing the 59. Dan and Lester hit fairways all day, and they're 270, 280 down there. My weapon and my advantage to being on that team is those 1, 2, maybe 3 drives around where I just bomb it. I don't need to be hitting fairways. It is completely pointless me patting it around on a 59. I'm there to smash the ball as hard as possible. Nicholas Campbell, are you getting much sleep with a new baby? Not too bad. She's doing really well, actually. She sleeps through the night. So she's being fed at the moment, and then she'll go to sleep at about 7. She'll wake up at 10:30 for a bottle, and then she will sleep through the night until about 7 o'clock in the morning. So routine. If anyone's having a baby, get them into a routine as quick as possible. It is, honestly, I learned that with my twins when I had twins with my ex-wife. routines are the way ahead. Like, you get a baby in a routine, you will not regret it. Definitely not. So yeah, I'm getting quite a good bit of sleep, and so's the wife, so's Vicky, which is good as well. I think she wakes up in the night because she's a mom and she wants to go and check on the baby and make sure everything's okay. But I don't think the baby wakes her up, which is ideal. Another question in the comments: ever thought of becoming a coach? I don't know. There is a coaching qualification, and it actually happens at Ashbury. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's not PGA. It's like a week or 2 week intensive resort stay up residential course. I'm contemplating doing that because I think it will have an advantage at Ashbury for people who have had a bad round or have got the shanks and just need that quick fix. But to do like journeys and bring someone on from 18 to low handicaps and things, no, I don't think so. But the other thing I've got is the same thing I've got as a fitter, really. It's the credentials. It's people, like, imagine going to go see a coach and it's like you're a 9 handicap who's shanking it and you're being coached by a 13 handicap. It's that stigma and arguably snobbery around that thought theory that why should I take lessons off him? But I am a massive firm believer, and I've just punched the microphone, that my physical abilities, and I do have arthritis in my neck, so it does restrict me on some things, but my physical abilities and my knowledge are completely separate entities, absolutely separate. You know, like Jose Mourinho wasn't a pro footballer, but arguably the special one. So I've thought about it, and it could possibly happen, but it wouldn't be to do long-term coaching. If anything, it would just be to go on that Spain trip with Dan. I think that would be, then at least I can go. Any tea time set yet? There is, societies are booking in before May when the resort opens. The resort opens fully in May, and then after that it's just going to be rammed. Like, the phone's just been off the hook, which is good. But for me personally, I've got no tea time set yet. I am playing on the 30th with a friend, Alan, who was on the channel right back at the beginning. The one who swears a lot is coming down for the day. So we're going to go out and play and vlog just around Ashbury. But I've got no personal tea time set yet. And someone wants to play another visit, does she? While we're live. She coming. You are literally hogging this camera at the minute. That's all you want to do, isn't it? You just like want to be famous. You gonna say hello this time or smile? You gonna smile at them this time? No, that way. Hey, who's that? No, too busy looking at Mummy. Anyway, this is Nora, and she's growing up, and you're just about to go to bed. So off you go. Another question: best shot you've ever played? It's between two. It was either the 3-wood I hit when I was playing with Peter Finch. I was 255 yards away, or it was playing a 255-yard carry at Bearwood Lakes, and I hit it to about 10 foot and then got the eagle putt. Like, that is arguably the best shot I've ever played. But the 2-iron I hit when we were playing the Kigbeer 59 out the trees and like stung it under the tree and faded it round onto the green is up there as well. It's debatable which one was the best shot. I think the 2-iron came off, but it had the potential to go very wrong with all those trees in the way. Very, very wrong. But it just came off. It was just one of those shots that come off. But I think I'd have to pick, looking back at it, that 3-wood I hit when I was with Peter. It was just a worldie, basically. This is a question from Dan, who sent this over to me on Instagram. It's, what would you class as a good round of golf? I look at this in two different ways. So if I'm playing in competition, then it would be a good round of golf would be a good score or a win or something like that. I think if it's just there's no competition, then a good round of golf for me is just enjoying myself. It's going out with my friends like Dan Lester, my friend who's coming down, people at my golf club, just going out and enjoying myself, and then coming in and just thinking I've had a great time. I would class regardless of score. I think sometimes you can get hung up on score, especially when you've got a scorecard in your hand. But if you're just going and playing fun, enjoy it. And I find when you enjoy it and take the pressure off, you arguably score better. So for me, a good round of golf is is I come off the course and I feel like I've really enjoyed that round. I've enjoyed the company of the people I've been with, and I go home smiling. And Vicky's like, "How was your day?" And it's like, "Just had a great day. Absolutely had a great day." That for me is a good round of golf. Any more coming in? Are you still selling the shirts? What shirts? Are you talking about the buried elephant shirts? That's all I can possibly think of what you're thinking of, because I did sell them previously. So yeah, comment in the chat and let me know if you're talking about the buried elephant shirts. Just a statement. It's good to see James pop down to see you. Great to see him taking his golf seriously again. Yeah, that boy can hit a ball like ridiculously far. I've never met James until then. He obviously put out a vlog saying that he's hitting in his net in his garden, and he was like wanted to know his yardages. So I just messaged him and said, "Look, I'm down at Ashbury anyway, working. You're more than welcome to come down and get your yardages while I'm here." And he was kind enough to give me a bit of a boost on his channel, or a bit of a shout out, and then do that darts game. But yeah, I think if he can straighten that driver up, he literally hits it a mile, like a country mile. Like I think I hit a 7-iron far, but it's ridiculous how far that boy hits the ball. Are you still keeping your membership at your golf club? Absolutely. Yes, I am. I enjoy the company. I enjoy the golf club. We do a lot of away days. So I'm doing a couple of opens down in Mullion, which is in Cornwall, with the guys from Whitsun Bay. So absolutely keeping my membership. Is it financially viable to keep my membership? Probably not. I don't think I will play enough rounds there a month to cover the membership, but I don't want to lose the friendships and all that lot that goes on with being a member at the club. So no, I'm absolutely keeping my membership for this year. Ever tried Honma irons? No. I wouldn't mind trying them, but no, I've never tried them. Right, well, one more question that came in, and then if there's no more questions in the comments, we should do the draw, because that's probably what you all sat here waiting for, thinking, Lee, shut up and just do the draw already. And I don't know how qualified I am to answer this. How much warm-up exercise should us older golfers do pre-match? I would say as much as you can. From being at Ashbury and doing the videos, I've noticed that if I warm up properly and hit a few balls and do a few swings, I know it's sometimes difficult to hit a few balls depending on where you are, but the more you warm up, the looser you'll be on the first tee, and the better you should feel, and the less chance of injury you're going to have. Even if it's just like holding the club and stretching it above your shoulders, or just swinging, just get those muscles moving, maybe a few squats to get the leg muscles moving. But I am not a PT. I'm not in any way, shape or form qualified to answer this question. But I would say as much as possible, because the warmer you are, arguably the looser you will be, and the less chance of injury you're going to have. Another question: do you get membership at Ashbury with a job? There isn't actually membership at Ashbury as such. There is a very small membership, and there is looking at possibly bringing in membership, but it is predominantly a residential. It's a resort. It's a holiday resort. It's designed for the people who come down for 3 to 5 days and play. There is no like monthly medal, there's no Stableford, there's no trophies or anything like that. It's something they're looking at doing, and I may help implement that if it's a decision they make going forward. But no, there's no actual membership at Ashbury with the job, or at all, I don't believe. Buried elephant, yes. So yeah, if you just, I've got the website up, and there is a contact me page on there. The website is going down there. It is a very basic website. I literally knocked it up in about 2 hours. And let me know the style you want, then I can certainly source it. But there's nothing on the site to be able to buy yet. But yeah, I still do the buried elephant shirts. Right, so that's all the questions done. And if there is any more questions in the chat, I'll bring them in a minute. But let's get down to the draw. So this draw is for 3 Vokey wedges. Or if you want to change to Cleveland, you can do, or ping. It's completely up to you. But arguably, it's 3 Vokey wedges. Fitted by me at Ashbury if you can make it. If you can't make it, then just let me know what you want, what spec you want, and I will get them ordered, get them delivered to you at your home address. So you don't have to come to Ashbury. But if you do come to Ashbury, then we'll also go out and play 18 holes around one of the courses as well while you're down there. So let's get that going. So I need to bring up that screen for myself as well. Let me just move these around a little bit so I can see what's going on. Right, so yeah, so there's 126 entries. That's 125 names plus the white one, which is a bonus goodie bag. If it lands on that on any of the 2 spins, then you'll get a goodie bag sent with you. But it's time to draw the winner. All the names are in there, and if you bought more than 1 ticket, like here for example, then your name's in there 3 times. If you've bought 3 tickets but you bought 2 previously, then your name will be further down there. That it is all above board. But let's spin to win, and John Osborne has got his name in this and could possibly win 2 weeks in a row. I just, like, if that happens, I can't do it again. But let's do the spin. It's gone past the white bit, and it is Miles Ottaway who has won. So congratulations, Miles Ottaway. You have won the wedges. And looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you bought 5 tickets, so it was well worth buying. Let's spin the wheel again and see if it lands on the white bit to see if you win a goodie bag. Nope, that's not going to make it around there. So it's not stopped. There we go. Nope. So Miles Ottaway, you have won. Congratulations, Miles. I will dig your email out and I will email you. And we'll sort out those 3 wedges. But like I said, I really appreciate people coming in and supporting me on these prize draws. And like I said at the beginning, there is now a prize draw. There is a website down there, and all the tickets are bought through that website as opposed to the Buy Me a Coffee. You can still use Buy Me a Coffee if you want. I'm not close that down, but it's easier to use this website that's going along the bottom here. And there is that ultimate prize in there, which is a complete bag, a night stay at Ashbury Hotel, and then 18 holes with me. So it's worth doing if you want to do. And I will just put things in there. There may be little ones, big ones, and I'll keep them going. I don't think I'll do it monthly. I'll just put one in there, and when it goes, it goes, and keep doing it like that. So yeah, thanks very much, Jimmy Two Dams. Cheers for the lockdown content, brother. It's my pleasure. I enjoy making it, and I'm glad that people are enjoying watching it. It's the interaction I get is great, and I really, really appreciate it. So if there's no more questions, then I'm going to leave this live there. Again, thank you very much to everyone who's come into the prize draws, has liked the videos, has subscribed to the channel and watching it. And congratulations to Miles Ottaway. You will get an email very soon, or you can email me for your prize of your 3 Vokey wedges. But for the time being, I'm going to leave that there, and I'll speak to you all on the next video.